This is part 2 of the lamppost video. I think right away I'm going to go ahead and call this video 2. I need to tell you that I am going to be unable to do Blender for about a week, maybe even a little bit more than that. The longest time I've been away for a while. I got some stuff going on, family related things that I got to take care of with my daughter and her grandparents and stuff. And so I'm going to do this video, and I might be able to do one tomorrow night. Maybe I can finish this tonight, and that'll be it. And so the cutaway office is on hold, and I know I've got a request to do a shed, and that's on hold, and any of the other requests and projects. So I'm sorry about that, and I hope you will come back and visit me again, because once that's done, I'll certainly be back. All right, but at any rate, this is the lamppost that I worked on last time, and still wonder at times if there's any way at all that I could. I don't think it's worth trying to pull those out. I mean, I could go through it, but I'm not gonna waste your time with that. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this part. All right, as a separate object. So I'm gonna right click my 3D cursor right about there. I might even move it over a little bit, just so that my next object is going to come in there, and I'm going to make this curve-like thing. And I'm going to do that using a circle with, I don't know, 24 vertices. Rotate Y90. Now that I think about it, I probably should have put it right in the middle. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm going to edit mode, and I'm going to hit S, and I'm going to scale it. And I'm going to scale it down pretty big. And I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to kind of keep scaling until I get an approximate curve like that. That's good enough. Okay. I am in edit mode, so I'm going to switch to vertex. And what I want to do is I want to box select all of these guys and get rid of them. Then I want to have another look at this. And I think I'm going to scale a little bit more. That's fine. I'm going to take this vertex here. I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I'm going to bring it right down to about there. So it may not line up perfectly with the diagram. That's me close enough. And again, the diagram is not perfectly orthographic either. I'm going to hit E, and I'm going to bring it down to there. That's what we got right there. Okay. I'm going to take this and go Alt-C and convert to curve. Come over to the curves section here. Switch over to full and start cranking up the bevel. And get the approximate size. I'll bring up the resolution a little bit. Before I go any further here, this preview, I'm going to bring down to 4. When I convert this back to a mesh, I don't want it to be too heavy with polys. I can hit smoothing as well. I'll eventually put a subdivision surface on. And so I'm just going to look at this and decide, if I want to bring that up a little bit. All right. Yeah, that's going to be fine right about there. And we'll make those circles later, or whatever. Okay, so once again, a little bit off the diagram, but it's going to look just fine, I hope. So I think I'll go ahead and go Alt-C, mesh from curve, and we'll come in and have a look and see what we got here. So that's not looking too bad. I'll put subdivision surface on in a bit. Let's go into edit mode and wireframe. And Shift Alt and click there. I'm just going to pull it down a little bit more. And to create a circle, I'm just going to actually do it and make the best circle I can. So I'm going to go E and S. I'm going to come out and pull down a little bit. And I'm just going to basically shape this. Maybe I'll go a little more, and then we'll do that part. And I'll just try to make the steps relatively equal. Come down further like that. And we can fix it up later. I'll bring that in and up. And I think I'll go Alt-M, merge at center. Whoops, do that. And let's see how that's going to look if I put on a subdivision surface. Okay, not too circular yet. Okay, so now let's hit B to box select, and then just, you know, try to make it look a little bit more circular. Maybe these guys could come down here, out like that. I'm going to bring an edge loop. I'm going to bring it down here for some support. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Let's have a look at that in solid view. It's not too bad. All right, let's come back in here, and we're gonna. I'll bring that down a little further. I'm gonna bring even another one down. That'll be even better. Come on down. Okay, and now I could do a little bit more work here if I wanted to. Get it a little bit rounder if I was able. Okay, you know, I'm not going to see it up close or anything, but so we got that. Cool. We're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, so here we go. And again, a little off diagram, but it's okay. And we got subdivision surface on, so we'll see it take shape as we do it. Yeah, I may have to do some work on this guy here. Let's do, I'll merge it center again. What do I need to do? I'll grab all of this, scale it a bit. And, how does that look? Does that look a little bit like a circle? Alright, yeah, it does. It does, it does. On the other hand, there is something I need to do, and that is I do need to actually delete that because we're going to be coming out of this. We're going to be hitting E to extrude. We're going to come out a little bit and come out a little bit more like that. We're going to create that structure. So now I can go back in and I can shape it a little bit better and make it a bit bigger too. Come on. Let's not do that. Oh, we did it again. All right, let's get away from there. Oh, it's not. Maybe I did get it. Okay, now grab that one, bring it out too. I'm gonna keep hitting some wrong keys. What have I got going on here? What have I done? Yeah, okay. I'm not hitting A. Okay, good enough. A. Keep hitting S by accident. Okay, great. Let's shift and select that. E and S will come out. I'll come down a little ways. And E, come out like this and scale it up. I think I'll go into wireframe. E, and come down further and scale it out. I can always grab that and scale it in a little bit. It's going to sort of simulate. As you can see, I'm not hitting A to deselect. I'm hitting S each time. By accident, not on purpose. S. It gets a little bit weird down here, and so I'm just going to come out as far as I want to, and I'll look at this curve again later. So for example, that I might do stuff like that. And let's come out a little bit more, and then I'm going to hit E, and I'm going to come straight down like that. Now let's have a look at that. Okay, we'll go in and we'll throw in some edge loops. I want an edge loop up here. I do want that a little sharper, but not too sharp. Okay, just to get the definition. I might go in there as well. In fact, yeah, I will actually, for sure. I will go in there. And you can see all this white stuff here. It's stretching, so I'm going to put an edge loop, Control R, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to pull it in, and then squish that out a little bit, and I'm going to put one here and down. So once again, like usual, I've got an edge loop there. I put one below it and above it. It's debatable if I want to do something else there. See what that did? It looks a bit nicer. I need something up here. So, of course, I need a little bit of support. Don't want to put it right on top. Just right about there. Try that. In fact, I probably need another one. Okay, so that's looking okay. I think this could probably use one more edge loop. And I could do it by bringing it out this way. Not too tight at all. Just that kind of thing. Let's save that. Now, I don't really know what the underside of this looks like exactly. I know there's a bulb in there, and so what I figured I would do is I would select that edge, and I'll go E and S, and I'll pull it in. I'll sharpen that up in a bit, and then I'm going to start coming in. I'm going to go Control 7, and actually turn it like this. E, and I'm going to come in and scale. I'm going to do that again. Come down and scale. And I might leave it like that with a little bit of work. I'm going to put an edge loop right here. Sharpen that up. I'm going to put an edge loop here. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that's not quite what I want yet. So I need an edge loop coming up. Okay, that's too thick, so that's not what I want. I'm going to take off subdivision surfaces and look at what I've done. Nah, don't like that at all. Yeah, I'm going to scale that and that and that back, far back to about there. Let's have a look at that and see if that's too thick. That's more what I'm looking for. And by the way, do I have smoothing on? I guess I do. Okay, we're getting more to what I want. I'm going to bring an edge loop down here, and that will help, I believe. We'll get that kind of effect. It's possible I would want to go up one more subdivision. I think I will. And I have that. Now, do I need to emulate the diagram any more than that? I don't know that it's all that worth it. I think I might muck things up if I try. So I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be leaving it like that. What I'll do though is I will... let's come in here and we'll select this edge because it goes all the way around nice and symmetrical, circular. Shift S and bring cursor to selected. Bring my 3D cursor right there. All right. Now I can bring in my next object and make this bulb. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to do this piece, I think. And I think I'm going to do this just with a UV sphere. I'm going to use UV sphere. We'll go for, I don't know, 22 and 10. Go to edit mode, scale, wireframe, sort of set things up. I can scale Shift Z to make it a little bit more like that. We are in wireframe. I keep doing that. Then I'm gonna get rid of, say, these vertices and take these guys, E, and just bring it back under here. Let's add a subdivision surface of 2 and smoothing, and that may not be enough to get rid of some of the stretching there. Not that it's not going to be all that visible, but I'm going to come in and select it and go W to bring up the specials menu and go subdivide smooth, and that'll subdivide the heck out of it. I'm down to 78, but it's smoother. And I think that's probably good enough, but that might be a bit big for that size, so I'm going to scale it down a little bit, just till it feels more correct. And pull it in. All right, so that would be how that could go anyhow. Let's select this, and then this, and go Control L, materials, just to put the same materials on. Now, to do these pieces here, let's take that and hide it so you can see it. Okay, they just, I guess they're open, and then that bar slides through. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did here, or right there. But to make it easier on myself, I am going to come in here and wireframe and have another look at this and see if there's any chance I want to scale this like that and scale in the Z a little bit. Yeah, I think I do want to do that. I'm going to take all of that and Shift D, and I'm going to break it out. So I've got that, set the origin to geometry, and I'm going to rotate X90, and now I'm going to bring it up to here. Now, they're probably all the same size, but I'm going to go S, and I'm going to scale it up a little bit bigger so that it looks like this could fit through. I'm going to edit mode and Shift Alt and click there. And then let's have a look at this and see if there's something we could do. Let's go Control Plus. Let's see if we can scale Shift Y and bring it down a little bit. And then Shift Alt and click there. E to extrude and just bring it right back. Let's have a look and see if that works for us. I think I need to go off the diagram a little bit and just use my eye. And let's go in here and see. Okay, I need to take those in a bit. Okay, now of course I could be deleting some of these faces as well. No, there is no face, it's open, so never mind that. Okay, so I could take that, and I could Shift D and bring it up to here as well. Okay, and I have that structure there. Cool. All right. Back to the future, back to the side view. Let's select this and that central vertex and bring the 3D cursor there. Shift S, cursor to selected. To make this, I'm going to use a UV sphere. Shift A, mesh, UV sphere. I'm going to leave the 22 and 10. Edit mode, I'm going to scale her down. Maybe you'll see where I'm going with this. It's a little hard to see, so I'm going to hit N, and I'm going to move my diagram, my reference image back to the front. I had moved it to the back again, so we're moving it to the front. And it's still kind of hard to see, but we'll make the best of it. So let's box select all this stuff and get rid of it. And you can see I got this. E and S, pull it out. E, and come on down. And that's going to fit over. Select that vertex and delete it. And let's have a look at this. We're going to need subdivision surface on this, but I'm also going to close this up. So I'm going to go E and S, and I'm just going to pull it in until it's blocked. All right. Now I'm going to Shift Alt and click, I think just here, and go Control L modifiers, and I'll put the same subdivision on there. And we can come in here, and we can put an edge loop here and here. We can put an edge loop here, and I can hit smoothing, and we'll see if that's enough, and that looks pretty good. Let's put the same material, select it, and select something that has a material you want. Control L, and choose materials, and just it all looks the same. Let's look from the side. It looks like we're pretty much on the diagram, so let's go into edit mode and Shift. It's debatable if you want to put another edge loop here. I'll look at that later. Shift Alt and click that edge. Go back to the side view, and we're just going to E to extrude. We're going to extrude this up. We're going to make that ball. I will need to put an edge loop to bring down to crush that and give me some definition. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to Shift Alt and click there, and I'm just going to start going up and making another circle. Not that good at making these circles, but hopefully it'll still look okay. Coming to about there. I can touch this up, and then or maybe a little bit more. I'm going to come up, so I'm going to go E. I'm going to come up just a little bit, and then again. That'll save me from putting more edge loops, but I will need an edge loop down here anyhow. All right, let's put an edge loop down here and have a look at my circle. Let's go look in solid view. Look at that. That's going to look just fine for what we're trying to do. May need more edge loops, may not. We'll see. And now we are just going to create this. So we are going to Shift Alt and click here. E and S. We're going to come right out to there. And here we go. E. Come up a little ways and spread it out. Bring it down, follow the diagram. And come up a little other little ways. And again, diagram's not perfect. Neither are we. It's okay, we're just trying to make a lamppost, not necessarily this lamppost for any advertising purposes or whatever. We do whatever we want. I'm going to come up one more and I'm going to see. No, it's going to start getting weird, isn't it? No, not necessarily. If I do that, it is getting a little bit weird. Okay, so then for this one, I'm going to scale it in like this. It's got to be a little further up, I think. So I think I'll grab this as well. I'll pull it up and scale it all out. And then we'll grab this guy and we'll come. All right, what do we do? What will we do? Let's come to there, and then let's put one up. So it's, you know, it differs a little bit from the original. I'm actually going to put my diagram back in the back. So I get this. And this one I'm just going to fill, but I'm going to go E and S, come in. And then I'm going to just go Mesh, Faces, Grid Fill, and try to set this as low as I can, like 2 or something. I will need some edge loops to tighten this up a bit, so I'm going to put an edge loop right there. Suppose that, and see where else we need them. I could put an edge loop here, and that'll sharpen that edge out nicely. And I don't think I need another one on top. I like it like that. Let's just do something down here, though. It's a little bit rough. And maybe here. That's probably enough. Man, I could probably do more here. So what we'll do is we'll take this. It's a long span to go, and you see a lot of stretching. So I'll take that, and I'm going to go GG for edge slide, and I'm going to pull it down more. And I'm going to do one more, and I'm not going to do GG. I'm just going to do it like that, and that's going to give us a nice crisp part there. Do I want this any more crispy? Not really. I don't think I do. I think I like it just like that. I just want to look at the size of that bulb compared to the real one. It's quite large. It looks odd, but that's what they're like. There was something else. Yeah, of course. Right in here. Now, let's have a look. I want to put those designs. I'm going to select these 3 all the way around. I'm going to see how it turns out. I'm going to inset in just a moment. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to hit I to inset. Pull in a little ways. Like that. I might want an edge loop down here. We'll try it. E and Alt S. Push to pull them in. And now I need to put edge loops up in here. So I'm going to come up here in this region, and I'm going to pull up. Not too tight. Down here, not too tight. I still want a bit of rounding. Let's have a look at that. That's the effect I get. You see, the problem is it comes very close to the edge, so I don't like it. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put an edge loop there. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to click and I'm going to go GG. I'm going to edge slide up to there. That's going to give me this space so to don't come right down to the bottom. Same 3. I'm just making it a smaller region that I'm going to do that effect. And give myself a little bit of space down here and above where I don't have that effect, so it blends a little bit nicer, I hope. It's trial and error, as you know. Okay, I inset, small region, E Alt S, come in, not too far, edge loop up near the top, down near the bottom. Does that look any better? Well, that's what I'm going for. I'm sticking with it. Close enough. Still rather tight there, but all right. I'm going to do this till the cows come home. We need to do some kind of bolts on the bottom, don't we? All right. So for that, what I'm going to do, and that's going to be it. Take that, set origin and geometry. It's Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's, in fact, it's going to be a bolt like this, isn't it? I've got a lot of polys here. If I just copy this, is what I was thinking. I was thinking of scaling this nice and small. Not that narrow, but I don't know if narrow was the word I was looking for. I wanted it taller, like that. Now, can I get away with one subdivision? At this distance, of course I can. Let's take that and use the period key. And by the way, I could take this edge loop and bring it up to sharpen that, and then it would look just fine. In fact, I wonder if I could do that here. Let's just give it a try. I don't know if it's quite, is anyone going to argue with me? No, of course not. Let's take this and set origin to geometry. Shift S, cursor selected. Now, what am I doing, by the way? I'm doing a bolt. All right. Let's bring in a cylinder of 18. Cap fill is going to be nothing. Scale it down right on top of that bolt. Like that. Select it. How high does it come up with respect to? Comes up about a third of the way up to that ring or so. So we can do whatever. And by the way, that's not all that defined. So let's just go to there. E and S come in like that, and then mesh faces grid fill. Oh, I don't need that many though. I don't know if I can do that again. Mesh faces grid fill. I don't need 4. 2 would probably be fine. Select that edge, Control B. I'm going to bevel and put in 1. And let's simulate a bolt. This is not a real good screw. I'm just going to do it this way. By rolling my mouse up a bunch of times. Control B. Like that. E, Alt S. Pulling out. And putting on subdivision surface. And smooth. And we'll see if I need more. Let's take this and give it the same material. And that is what it could look like. I want to come back in here and have a look at this. Yeah, okay. I may want to mess around with some of this. Pull some edge loops here and there just to give it a little bit more of a flatter look. What am I holding? Not shift, am I? I may prefer something like that. Anyways, it doesn't matter really. All right. So I got that, and then I could take this thing right there, and just copy to the other side. It looks from the top in the wireframe. And I see the point there, so Shift D. I could rotate this in the Z if you didn't want the bolt to be in the exact same orientation. Okay. Well, my friends, I think we have just about done what we needed to do. We could bring in a sun again. Son of a gun. And we could make this 0.4, and we can make this strength 4, and we can make the color slightly green. We could go to the world nodes. We could make this, I don't know, darker. I think we would need an area lamp, and we'll scale it and rotate. We're rotating the Y to come over here. Okay, so let's see where my camera comes in. Yeah, okay. This one's in behind. Let's go N, lock camera view. Let's make this some weird color there. Let's just start looking at this. Maybe I don't want it around like that. Maybe I want it like that. And maybe I do want this as on it. And this one I wanted in behind more. Am I doing shit it? There we go. I'm not really going to be able to get this whole thing in, so we'll just have a quick look at this. Okay, so let's go to materials. And we'll just make this principled some kind of green color. We'll put that 0.4, but clear code it. 0.2. Alright, just to get a sense of what the model looks like, you know. Let's just go there and make this say 75. And sampling maybe 200. And put on denoising. I'll let it render. Have a look at that. And look at a couple other views.